I like this one. That's real.
VHS tapes. You have VHS tapes?
Oh, dude, you want to see him?
I'm Saoirse. I played a Mango Saturday Night.
Okay.
I'm a graphic designer. I'm a teacher.
Okay. My name's Saoirse Alessandro. I play in a band called Star 99. I'm a graphic designer, and I am an art teacher. I was born in San Jose. My mom's from Ireland. She's from Limerick, Ireland. My dad's from here. He's Japanese and Filipino. They met at a punk show. They got in an argument at the bar. I think he took her seat, and she came back from the bathroom, and she's like, that's my seat, kind of thing. And he's like, if you go on a date with me, then you can have your seat back. It's like this whole, 90s, totally inappropriate, whatever. But they're still arguing. So it's good. It worked out. Oh yeah, my dad played in a band called the Chinkies. They're an all-Asian ska band.
Look up at the sky tonight, saw the cold wind breathing through my side. Thought about my dad tonight, and asked God, is he gonna be alright?
Being brought to punk shows with my dad was it was his thing that I really wanted to like too. I wanted it to be my thing, but it never really was ska or punk or whatever in the same way until I was writing my own songs, and it was just its own channel, My dad pushed playing in a band like my whole life, like how football dads push it, playing football. And I don't know, I'd always played solo and stuff, but it doesn't hit the same. And I stopped when I went to school. I was focusing on drawing and animating and whatever. I would sneak out and go to San Francisco and go to these poetry slams and stuff. Also, it was the first time I was around queer people ever, and that was huge. And I don't know, I was a kid, clearly not supposed to be there or whatever, and they took me in because I was performing and nobody was there. I won one time. That was pretty cool. That's crazy. I've been writing in journals since I was really young, 10 or 11, and then, but those journals were not just lined paper. I was gluing stuff in there, and I was just paper hoarding in the journal, and then I started drawing because I was reading comics early on too. My dad took me to comic conventions and comic shops and stuff, and then I started reading indie comics like Adrian Tamine and Love and Rockets and Dan Close, Ghost World and stuff, that was huge.
Well, it's like I always say, take my life, please.
Joey becomes the weirdest man in show business.
He's so weird. How come he's wearing Nikes?
I love VHS, dude. I love my VHS TV. I have piles and piles of VHS tapes. I don't know. I like old horror VHS. It's because when I thrift, trying to find graphics and stuff, and I sell vintage clothes sometimes or whatever, I find so many VHS tapes. It's the cheapest thing at the thrift. Nobody wants them. I think the craze has kind of died down, thank God. And yeah, I just have piles of them.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone says the secret word, right? Scream! That's right! For the rest of the day, whenever anyone says the secret word, scream real loud. Ready? Let's try it. Oh, that big scream. Hey, what's the opposite of in? Out? Hey, Ricardo, what happens to baseball when you get 3 strikes? You're out.
And then I started working at Asian Man Records when I was 13. I was like packing records in the summer, and I got paid in like records and shirts and stuff, which is just, you know, I just biked there every day. I made the vast majority of the flyers that I made for Heavy Lemon, which is our bandmate's, like, that's what he books under. And he had a space above our practice space in like a warehouse in San Jose. Chris is still door.
Because then after that, there was that show that happened at that show at this place in Santa Clara called The
Trying to
Allen.
get dong? It's right there.
Trying to
Trying to
get
get
dogs.
dong?
If I show to your class, will you get in trouble?
Will you get an A?
I don't know, man. I think I'll be okay.
I'm getting a B now for that.
Yeah, the flyers are like, I'm mostly doing them for free. Honestly, like 80% of the time I'm doing them for free. It's kind of trying to like give something. If you're not booking, or if you're not, you know, doing door or whatever, or you're not playing the show, or even if you're not going to all of them, right? Like you have to offer something, which is kind of like a DIY ingrained thing that I don't even think about anymore, but I expect it from other people. I can feel when people aren't offering anything and they're just kind of like taking advantage of the space, you know? Like the cool flyers is like it's a double it's a doubly cool thing because sometimes we're asked to play that show too, so I'm like, oh, I get to do the flyer with my favorite band on it and we're playing the show, and that's cool. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, you come to care about the people that you're around, and you care about your community and like DIY or whatever. You want it to be cool. You've seen cool things out there. You've been to cool shows. You've seen things that are like genuinely inspiring and fresh and like new, and seeing the same mimetic bullshit, even in terms of like flyers, design, or like, I don't know, just like boring regurgitative like bands. I don't want to see that anymore, you know? That's why you start your own band. That's the essence of DIY. Do it yourself, you know, and then the undertone is maybe because other people will do it and they'll do it worse. You go to a ton of DIY shows, you want to participate and offer something. That's kind of what Star 99 is.
Poured a glass of water out, it was calcium and lead. An opportunity to recognize that my brain's a harbinger of death.
It's like a mentality thing and a lifestyle choice, and it colors and informs everything I do. Like, I take jobs based upon whether I can tour or not, or like whether I can play shows or not, or like, you know. My mom will be like, don't, you know, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You focus on your career, or like a relationship or whatever. Like, you need to better your life, and this band is a distraction, you know? And I get where people are coming from with that, you know? As it is. It totally is. It's absolutely a distraction, but like, I want it. as pool.
And then a fight broke out, and none of these children who were running the show knew what was going on or knew how it was going to happen. So it just happened. A bunch of people got hurt.